Welcome, everyone, to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where they've been filing in since early this morning, ready to support their sturdy Golden Bears. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Golden Bears return team will have that offense backed up. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They want to run it left here. Jukes his way for more. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first. Nice move to keep moving.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Back to throw, it's quick. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Snags it over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll try the right side. That's a live ball. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. 3rd down play from the gun. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. The Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. LSU quick to the line.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. When they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. On the move at the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, the ground game. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
1st and goal, LSU.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Touchdown, Tigers! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7, Cal 0.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Quarterback empties his backfield. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick strike complete. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build...
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Quarterback stays clean in the pocket on that touchdown pass. A little thank you is in order to the offensive line.
Maybe find them an NIL deal, right? Feed those guys. Go get them to a buffet. Take care of those big uglies up front, because when you have that kind of pocket, you should take advantage of it. You should be able to make big plays, and he does.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football, because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Looking downfield, it's quick. He's got the back in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Blade. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes a grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is just getting blown off the field right now there in Jersey. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to FIU.
Looking for space, it's Peppers.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're trying to get to it. On the run, still looking. Keeps it himself and gets to first. They'll chase him out of bounds after a nice pickup on the play. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And that one's incomplete. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's quick. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The running back has it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He lofts one down the sideline. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Ball in the air, intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Got his man in the middle. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 2nd down coming up. Looking for a man. It's quick. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking to throw it again.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
21, Cal, 7.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw. It's quick. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
And the Golden Bears will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Smashes through. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Showing off the arm. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 45 on his way. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
The give out of the gun. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running the red zone. It's Blade. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Leaves it with the back. Oh, what a move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, so you got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
LSU 24, Cal 7.
That lead just keeps getting fatter in this kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of shots, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Looking for room. It's Peppers. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. The Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Still running at the 40. Pulled down for the tackle. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Blade. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll do it himself. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Using his legs, it's Blade. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to bully their way for the first. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. They'll run it from the gun. Gives them a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's quick. Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Sends it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Handoff from the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Got rid of him quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking to throw. It's quick. Gets it out quickly. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Finds us back in the middle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Fires and picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Some misdirection with the counter. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
On the run, it's Slade. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. Give to the running back. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward movement. Stopped for a short gain.
46-yard line. It's 3rd down.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.